The power of our planet is something society has become all too aware of in recent years. Whether it's the fault of climate change or simply more people having a camera in their pocket, it seems at any given moment, extreme weather is occurring somewhere on our planet. Thanks to social media, we can now get a glimpse at some of Earth's most incredible moments. It's our hope that these videos will help you better appreciate the true power of Mother Nature. From a tsunami in Greenland to a storm chaser trapped in a tornado, here are 5 shocking natural disasters that were caught on camera. Greenland is one of the least inhabited countries on the planet. It is a rugged and Arctic landscape whose inhabitants consist mostly of researchers, a few military personnel from other countries, and natives. The natives live mostly in small fishing villages near the coast. This video captures a dire situation that 3 local fishermen were caught in when the sea that they rely on for food turned on them and put their lives in serious danger. The day was June 17, 2017. On this day, these fishermen noticed that the sea was behaving in a very odd manner. Random swells were rushing into their cove where they kept their boats. It seemed strange because there was no reason for the sea to be so rough. What they didn't know was that, a few miles away, tens of millions of cubic meters of rock and soil had just broken off from the southern slope of the Umiamaku-Nunat Peninsula. It fell about 3,300 feet into the Kangelek Fjord, triggering a huge tsunami. In this video, the fishermen were obviously unaware as they watched their boats, which they presumed were safe, get thrown around by the waves. Suddenly, all of the water rushed out of the cove. This was followed quickly by a huge tsunami. The fishermen ran as fast as they could. The cameraman barely escaped getting hit with a boat as the water rushed in. Luckily, all 3 of these men survived. Arctic landscapes are some of the most picturesque and serene places that we can experience. For those that seek to really take the Arctic views in, one of the best ways is to jump on a snowmobile and ride through the wilderness. That's exactly what the rider in this video was doing. However, when riding up mountains, there is a risk involved, and when things go wrong, it can quickly turn into a person's worst nightmare. In this video, a snowmobiler is having a beautiful ride through the mountains of British Columbia, Canada. Suddenly, as he starts to make a turn, a long crack forms in the snow. It was the beginning of an avalanche, and the rider was stuck with no choice but to ride it out. This is quite the harrowing situation for anyone to find themselves in. As the camera continued to roll, it seemed to get buried by the snow. Then, right at the end, the rider can be seen grabbing the camera and helmet, miraculously uninjured. Certain areas of our planet are prone to a weather phenomenon known as haboobs. Let's address the obvious question right from the get-go. What is a haboob? It is an Arabic word that means blown, and it is a nickname for a dust storm. So, haboobs are giant walls of dust that are created from high winds rushing out of a collapsing thunderstorm. The cold air in front of the storm rushes down at an incredible rate, picking up massive amounts of dust and sand and blowing the particles high into the air. So much dust and sand can build up that it can completely block out the sun, making it nearly impossible to see anything in front of you. This takes us to the video, which was shot in October of 2017 in Campo Verde, Brazil. Here, a family is enjoying a day to themselves when they see this massive cloud of orange and brown approaching them. It reaches so high into the air that the pinnacle of the dust cloud is not visible. It is evident that they feel helpless as this massive haboob creeps closer and closer towards them. All they can do is watch and wait until eventually the dust completely envelops them.
Jesus amado!
Filma. Tá filmando?
Tô filmando, que
Aqui,
é
ó, o
isso?
redemoinho ali, ó. O redemoinho ali, ó. Aquele aqui, ó. Aí ele passando aí, ó. Vamos pra dentro de casa. Pera. Aqui, corre. Corre que tá feio. Meu Deus. Caraca, que troço, cara. Entra pra dentro. Escureceu, Fran. Vai lá com as crianças lá. Escureceu, cara. Olha essa nota aqui. É. Meu Deus do céu. Vai pra dentro de casa. Meu Deus. Meu Deus.
Within a matter of minutes, visibility is cut to nearly zero. This is where the danger of haboobs lie. Drivers can be suddenly blind to anything moving on the roads. Pilots can lose all bearing and even have the dust cripple their engines. This family, although safe in their house, only has to worry about breathing problems as dust and sand can exacerbate asthma. It's a frightening situation that actually is a pretty common occurrence all over our planet. Have you ever been in one of these storms? Let us know in the comments. When creating this video, I really wanted the focus to be about a landslide that occurred in eastern Germany in 2009. The landslide was the fault of a former coal mine in the area, and this picture of a home ripped in half was enough to make me interested. Unfortunately, no footage exists of the event. After weeks of searching, I decided instead to show a different landslide, but one that was surely similar in scale. Hopefully, this gives you an idea of what the Eastern Germany landslide may have looked like. On May 5th of 2018, multiple cameras were rolling in China's Lishan city as there were reports of what seemed to be loud cracks in the mountain. Within seconds of people taking out their phones and pointing it towards the slope, a huge chunk of the mountain broke free, sliding down towards the onlookers below. From the various angles, the size and danger of this landslide is brought into full view. It was very fortunate that the land did not continue to go farther. Had the village been at a slightly different angle, the dirt and rocks could have easily continued to move, possibly even breaking more of the earth free. Luckily, that wasn't the case. Eyewitnesses were definitely in terror as the huge wall of earth and big cloud of dust seemed to be coming straight for them. Luckily, no one in this video was injured. Tornadoes are one of nature's most devastating forces. Because of their danger, it has been incredibly difficult for scientists to understand them. Winds can get upwards of 300 miles per hour, and the vortex can be anywhere from 100 feet wide to nearly 2 miles. In order to document tornadoes and study them, storm chasers set out every season, hoping to capture pictures and videos of these storms. This video was taken somewhere in the American Midwest, an area known in the world of meteorology as Tornado Alley. The central states include northern Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and parts of a few others. The chasers pursued the tornado for some time, filming different angles as they drove. Then, something unexpected happened. The video cuts to them being caught right in the tornado.
We are in a tornado! We are in the 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 tornado!
The only thing the cameraman could think to say in the moment was, "We're in the tornado," and frankly, I don't blame him. In a situation like this, I don't know what else there is to say. The team watched the tornado destroy buildings only a few yards in front of them. It was a very close call, and one that they will definitely not forget. These natural disasters are incredible to see, but also bring with it a morbid reality check. They all have the potential to claim tons of lives. But if anything positive can be taken from them, it's that these types of videos teach us a lot about how these acts of nature work and aid us in their prevention. To see more videos about natural disasters and storms that were caught on camera, then be sure to click the link on screen now. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.